This podcast is not a substitute for a relationship with your mental health professional. Hey, family. Welcome back to another episode of the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise Brown. Family, I am excited to be back here again with you this week. And for you who have just scrolled by or just decided to pick this podcast episode, but yet you have not joined the family as of yet, please do so now. And you need to do so now by subscribing to the podcast, or to the channel, liking the channel, sharing the channel, and then commenting on the episodes. Tell me what you're thinking, or let me know if you've actually put what I'm teaching you into action, because I want to know. Tell me, say, Andrea, this worked. This didn't really work. I didn't really like it. Or Andrea, I loved it. Or Andrea, you know what? I have another idea. There's something that I have a question and I want you to talk about it. And so I want to engage with you, family. This is why I show up every week. But we are getting ready to jump right into it. So this week's topic is all about self-care. Now, you may say to me, self-care, Andrea, people just use that. It's kind of like a trendy topic, and people just talk about it. It's just easily tossed around. And is that really even a thing? And I am going to tell you that yes, self-care, i.e., taking care of yourself, is not only a thing, but it is necessary. And I want to tell you that self-care isn't just about getting in a bubble bath or lighting a candle, although you know I do sell candles and you can find them at awisebrown.com. No, or just lighting a candle, or getting your nails done or your feet done, a manicure, a pedicure. Like, those things are examples of self-care also. But today, that's not what I'm talking about. I want to get down to the rooter of the tutor. I like to go deep, and you know that. And I want to take you there because I want to empower you to change your quality of life. Okay, so let me just hit you with this. I'm going to hit you with it fast, hard, so you can get in and get out. Okay, so when we're talking about self-care, there are benefits to self-care. Self-care reduces your stress level. When you engage in self-care, it improves your productivity. Also, when you engage in self-care, it helps you to maintain your mental health. So these are all benefits that we can't live without. You understand? It's really, really important to take care of self, because what we want to do is we want to avoid burnout. We want to avoid having high anxiety all the time. We also want to avoid falling into depression. We definitely want to avoid any kind of health problems. You know, family, when your stress level is elevated, then what that does is it elevates the cortisol level in your body. The cortisol levels elevate your inflammation in your body, the inflammation in your organs, which causes health conditions via health problems. We don't want that. Nor do we want to be overwhelmed. We want to live in peace. We want Zen. Don't we want Zen, family? We want Zen. So your girl is here. Andrea is here to tell you how to take care of yourself. So we're going to start off with these 4 different steps. The first step is learn, family, how to set boundaries. Yes, setting boundaries is a part of self-care. So you may say, because I got you, family. Andrea, how do I set boundaries? I keep hearing this all the time. How do I set? So I'll give you some examples. An example of setting boundaries, let's just say physically, is, let's just say, for you to be in a situation and someone wants to touch you without permission. A way to set boundaries is to tell them, no, Do not touch me because I don't want you to touch me. And that is inappropriate. And that may not work out well for you. Even if you are cool with the person, you can tell a person, no, I don't think that it's appropriate for you to touch me. And that might be right now. Like maybe, a little bit later, you might want them to touch you. Then you tell them. But that's an example of physical touch, setting a boundary with physical touch. And if you've heard an older episode of mine, I'll bring up a personal story again about my hair. And for some reason, when I am around women who are not Black, for some reason, they just assume that they can just touch my hair. I don't know why. I don't know why, because that just states the entitlement. And so this just happened just yesterday. I was literally in a store with my best friend, one of my best friends. And as we were in the store, the salesperson that was helping her, she's a Caucasian woman, and she was helping her, and I'm just with her. And then all of a sudden she looked at me and she was like, "Oh my God, I love your hair." I said, "Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. I think that's very nice and kind of you to say that." And then her hand started to come towards it. And I'm looking at her in her eye. She's looking me back in mine. And she said, "Can I touch it?" I drew a boundary, physical. I said, "No, you cannot touch it. No. And don't you ever ask me or any other Black woman to touch their hair again." She looked, she said, "Oh, like she was appalled." And then I just calmed her down and I said, "Listen." She said, "Well, I, I mean, I didn't mean to like offend you." I said, "And guess what? You didn't offend me, but I'm going to take this moment to educate you. Yeah, I am not a stuffed animal. I am not a puppy. I am not, a gerbil. I don't know what people like to touch. Like, yeah, so you don't get to just, I am a human to touch me because you see something interesting over here on me." And so she said, "Oh, okay." And then I always give this example. I said, "Okay, so to be clear," I said, "if a man were to see you and he were to say to you that you were an attractive woman, and you would respond and say, 'Oh my gosh, well, thank you.' And then he came closer and he said, 'Can I touch you?' And he wanted to touch your face or maybe someplace else. How would you feel?" She was like, "I got it. I got it now." And I said, "That's all I wanted you to do was to get it." So that was inappropriate. But family, I was setting a boundary, a physical boundary. Don't you touch my hair. All right. Another one example is an emotional boundary. So sometimes you can be in a situation where you may need to limit the time that you spend with certain people, the people who drain you. If they drain your energy, if being around them triggers you to be irritable, then you may have to set a boundary, an emotional boundary. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't think that I'm available. Another boundary you could set is on time. You can actually say no to request from people. If they request, "I want to go out to lunch or dinner," if they are not in alignment with you and what it is, your purpose in life, you set boundaries on your time. Don't you give your time to anyone else who you are not in alignment with in some way. You can take care of yourself and set the boundary. You can set boundaries for your mental health. You can limit certain conversations. So you know how these people today want to have conversations around politics and religion. So they just want to start sparking off and just start to, honey, draw boundaries for your mental health and disengage and say, "Nope, I am not going to talk about that." So if you want to maybe talk about something else, but that topic is a topic that is off the table. Set boundaries. So family, that's number one. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care. Number two, using your voice. So using your voice, like in that situation that I was in. So opposed to me, let's go back to the situation when the woman wanted to touch my hair. If I was afraid to take care of myself and to use my voice, then I may have let the lady pet my hair. But that's not happening. That is not happening. But family, you may find yourself in certain situations. It may not be your hair. You understand what I'm saying? It may be something else in life that you really feel like you want to say something or you want to speak up, but instead you decide or you choose to kind of like cower and shrink and walk away because you tell yourself this story of, I really don't want to get into it. And I believe that that's okay because that can look like a boundary in certain situations. But if you find yourself repeating that behavior over and over again, i.e., example, is never speaking up for yourself, and you see yourself consistently shrinking and cowering and running away, being conflict avoidant, uh, family, I'm going to tell you, you are not practicing self care. You are not choosing to take care of yourself. So you have to use your voice. No, sis. Hey, I get it. You're not trying to be offensive. This is back to my story, but no, you cannot touch me. Use your mouth. Use your voice. Number 3, family, a way to take care of yourself. Another strategy for self care would be creating a routine, like a daily routine, something that you can do every day. And this is nothing that's really, really big. So when people start these daily routines, sometimes they will find themselves putting too much on the list. So I'm going to eat this every day. I'm going to ride my bike 16 miles every day. I'm going to do so many sit-ups every day. I'm going to do so many wall squats every day. I'm going to write a book every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come up with so many things that they want to do every day. I'm going to drink tea every day. I'm going to put turmeric on my food every day. I'm going to take a walk at night every day. It's just like, no, 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 no. Slow down. You're doing too much. We'll let things, but bring it back. Bring it back. So when you're creating a daily routine, what you want to do is you want to create it in little small bites, and you want to make the steps manageable so that they become a habit. So I will tell you about a routine that I have that I do every day. If not every day, I do it 5 to 6 times a week. And I've been doing it for years. And I prescribe it to everyone. Family, it is exercise. Exercise, family, 5 days to 6 days a week. Just for 30 minutes a day. If that's all you can do, look, family, I'm going to give you something. If you could at least do 20 minutes a day, then I'm saying do that because that will improve your health. Studies. Hey, family, come on over here because I have something for you. Starting off with a go to guide for keeping your minds healthy and strong. This right here is the Bible to mental health. It's your mental health Bible. The name of it is 6 Pillars to Power Up Your Mind and Make Mental Health a Lifestyle. Everything that you need to know about keeping your minds healthy and strong is in this go to guide. Where you get it from? Well, you get it from awisebrown.com/shop. But guess what? You don't have to go anyplace else to look for your aromatherapy because your girls got you. Okay? You can get some aromatherapy here. This is aromatherapy is in this candle. This is called a slice of happiness. It makes me tingle, like literally makes me tingle. A slice of happiness. This is a cruelty free candle with no parabens, no formaldehyde, and no known suspected carcinogenics. Now, this one smells delicious and it's good for you. Made with essential oils. It's a soy candle. All right, y'all. And I'm a part of you. You're a part of me. We are a family. We got hoodies now, and these are unisex hoodies, and they wear well, they wash well, and they feel so good. So you can wear them over your clothes, you know what I'm saying, and look dope, or You can wear them as your clothes with nothing under them, which I like to do often. And when you travel everywhere, I mean, every time I wear them, I'm moving around. People are always asking me whether I'm traveling, going to the supermarket. What's that? Who's that? And I'm like, mental health is a lifestyle. Because see, this is on the back. Okay? They come in white and they come in black. I'm like, join the family. Mental health is a lifestyle podcast. So there you go. Family, don't you ever say that I ain't give you nothing. You get all of these things from awisebrown.com/shop. All right? I got your goods. I got you. You don't have to go anyplace else. I'll see you on the other side. Studies show that it does improve your health. Exercise does. At least 20 minutes a day. This is what I tell people. You don't have to go to the gym and lift up and get a membership and lift up weights and do all that. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If that's not your thing. If it is your thing, then do it. Do it. But if it's not, I am saying that you will get benefits from just literally taking a walk in your neighborhood. I tell clients all the time, walk out your front door, walk 10 minutes. When you get 10 minutes out, guess what? Turn around and come back home. So now you've already walked 20 minutes, and you could do it in the morning or you could do it in the evening. But for me, I see benefits, and that's, determined by your circadian rhythms, by your, body's clock, what feels good to you. I'm a morning person. So for me, I need to work out in the morning. So that's what I do. So every morning, at least 6 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week, I get my workout in. And when I tell you the benefits of what it does, like it helps your prefrontal lobe. It helps with your reasoning skills. It sharpens your logic. It also, they did some research at Harvard that supports that when you exercise, it increases your intelligence. Okay. So I'm a practicing therapist. I see clients daily. Before I go in with my clients, I have already worked out in the morning. It's what I do. It is a part of my daily routine. And it helps me. It also boosts my mood to where I'm happier. Do you understand me? But that is a part of my routine. There's other things that I do also every morning. Like, okay, there's another thing is my supplements, my vitamins and supplements every morning. So I do those 7 days a week. It is a part of my morning routine. I give myself the vitamins and the supplements that I need that puts me in optimal health. And I'm committed to it. So I do it every morning. So those are just two things, family, that I do to practice self-care in regards of a routine, something really small and something manageable. And so, family, I would ask you, what is it that you could do for you daily? And start off with little bite sizes. Don't get overwhelmed with creating this huge list, because trust me, the huge list, listen, you're going to trip over your own feet. You're going to start judging yourself when you start missing things, because you're setting yourself up for failure. And then you are going to create for you, trying to take care of yourself, some burnout, some high anxiety, okay, and become overwhelmed. That's not what we're doing. Self-care, practicing self-care, what we're trying to accomplish is the opposite of that. Remember, we want to reduce stress. We want to improve your productivity, and we want to maintain your mental health. So, okay, so creating a routine is a part of your self-care journey. And then let me tell you number 4. So number 4 is spirituality. Practicing some type of spirituality, connecting to some spiritual source that's higher than you. Yeah. So what research has shown us is that improves your quality of life. Your connection to a spiritual source really does improve your physical health, and it actually expands on your quality of life. So let me give you a little bit of proof, family. I want to give you some proof on the benefits of self-care. Here we go. Y'all know TT got to put the glasses on, okay? Okay, so a survey by Vigaro in 2021 found that 75% of Americans believe self-care activities help alleviate stress. Additionally, 64% reported a boost in self-confidence. 67% felt more productive, and 71% experienced increased happiness after engaging in self-care practices. Okay, family. So that's some research, but there's tons of research that's out there that supports taking care of yourself. Practicing self-care will enhance your quality of life. And this is one thing that some people will say to me about the challenges or barriers to actually taking care of themselves. They'll say to me that they feel guilty when they take some time away from their families or their loved ones to go exercise, or they feel guilty or maybe disrespectful when they use their voice even in an appropriate way. They said that they feel this sense of guilt. And I'm telling you, you have to push through the guilt, because the reality is this. If you just imagine a cup, if your cup, and just imagine pouring water into a cup, if your cup is always full of the stressors of life, of all of the things, taking care of the family and going to work and trying to maintain friendships and finances and all the things, if your cup is always full and you don't take care of your cup, and take care of your cup is learning how to do these things so that your cup is empty, then how can you help anyone else? How can you help and give to anyone else? Because your cup is empty. You cannot help someone else. Their cup is full. Your cup is full. How are you going to help them? You can't. So that's why I'm encouraging you, family, to take care of your cup first. Empty the water in your cup first, because the water is getting rank. The water is getting stale. It's smelling a little mildew. So we need to dump that. And you're going to dump that by doing these 4 things. Family, number 1, you're going to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is a part of self-care. You can do that in a physical way, an emotional way, in regards to time, and your mental health. Okay? So set boundaries. Number 2, use your voice in situations where you need to set boundaries and say no. Don't be afraid to use your voice. You need to practice using your voice to take care of self. Number 3, creating a routine, something that's small, little small steps, little bite sizes, something that is manageable habits that you can do. Create that to take care of yourself every day. And number 4 is spirituality. Connect to a spiritual source higher than you. And I will always tell you that for me, mine is God. I never leave home without him. Okay? I believe he is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and I am nothing without him. And my connection to him, to my spirituality, is what propels me in life to even sit here and to keep going, to keep, accomplishing things, to expand my life, to have good friendships and loved ones. It's all through him. To be successful, it's all through him, through my spirituality. So I am telling you, I'm not putting mine off on you, but I will tell you mine is good and mine is yours and yours is mine. But if you have another source, I'm not judging it. I'm just telling you, connect to some sort of spirituality, a spiritual source that is bigger than you. Well, all right, family, that is the way to practice self-care, to take care of yourself, because you are worth it. Because God says so. And that, family, is another episode of the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise Brown. Family, please take care of yourself this week and put a note down. Please tell me how you are taking care of yourself. If you're watching on YouTube, come on, type it down there. Send me some messages to let me know what steps you took here to take care of yourself. Tell me if they worked, if they didn't, which one worked better for you. And I will see you next week on the next episode. I love you.